I'm Paul Carnamola, Head of Information at St Catherine's School, Waverley in Sydney. We're pleased to have Mr Alan November back with us today. Alan November is an international leader in education technology and is visiting St Catherine's for the second time. Alan's workshops last year made such a huge difference to St Catherine's and the way we use technology and the advanced teaching techniques in the classroom. We recorded Alan this morning discussing technology with the students, and we wish to share it with you now.
And the number of kids who brought up ethics and social responsibility was very impressive. There's an undertone, of course, of just engagement here, of critical thinking that is very impressive. And I think I witnessed your students enjoying big ideas, like what's the purpose of school? And what's the purpose of the internet? And, big questions that you typically don't get at that age group. So it's all impressive, from social responsibility to analytic thinking.
So the Wayback Machine, that time machine, was really good.
Oh yeah? Can you give me an example?
Just because we wanted to see how old the information was and if it had been updated and how it's changed over the time. It was really interesting.
And somebody did a video with Obama. There was an Obama example when he was senator before he was president. She went back and saw what he was saying, which is always good when you're in an election. What did the politician really say? Because politicians will say things.
Yeah, that's what...
And then they might not want anyone to remember what they've said.
That was my aim, to try to look at it and just sort of dig in and see if there was differences and see how he had changed and see how the website has changed. And it was very interesting to look at.
You found changes?
Well, I found especially the about pages and stuff. It wasn't changed. It was sort of fit to the presidential needs instead of the senator's needs, and it was interesting to see how that changed over the years.
Right. I've been told that you've formed somewhat of an advisory.
Yes.
That you're giving feedback to the school.
Yeah.
About direction and what works.
And how to use our slates. So what subjects probably use the slates better than others, and how we can use them as well as we can so we can get the most out of them.
What do you think of that idea that the people your age will create content that will be used by other people around the world?
Yeah, it's good because if we show other students, then they may be able to understand like us. So then our steps that we use, they might be able to understand easily, rather than the teachers telling us. So yeah.
I think more and more teachers will encourage students to ask interesting questions and to do their own research. And I think teachers will deal more with ethics and social responsibility. And I also think teachers will expand the boundaries of audience for students beyond the classroom, worldwide. We saw that. We saw that lots of girls run fan fiction here. They do that because of a worldwide audience. And so classrooms will become global publishing centers, and the teacher will be the editor-in-chief.
Well, I was just reading someone's story, and right down the bottom in the author's note, they were saying that they were feeling very depressed and very alone. I wrote back to them and I just said, your story's really, really good. And it was a fantastic story. Oh. And I just told them not to worry, and if they ever feel lonely or depressed, just to send me a message and just to say,
wow,
this is what I'm feeling, and then I'd help them.
Do you know where they live in the world?
I think they live in America, but I'm not sure. Sometimes it says, but sometimes it doesn't.
You don't care?
No.
You just want to help a human being?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really a wonderful thing. I think students will need to be socially responsible and ethical about their content generating on the web, and they will need to be expert researchers. They will need to understand a process of how do you validate whether something's true or false. They'll have to manage overwhelming amounts of information. I think students will collaborate with people around the world to create content, whether it's writing or art or music. So their collaboration skills will become incredibly important.
In history last year, we had a site, I think was it TeacherTube?
Oh yeah, teacher.
Where lots of teachers go on there and they make videos to explain things.
Yes.
And our teacher, she was really good, and she'd do that, and we'd listen to some of the videos.
From other teachers.
Yeah, and her, and yeah, it was really cool. And you could get they'd have people who are animated, and they'd just animate people's work.
Oh, fun. Oh, fun. And I think there was an indication that a number of girls said their teachers are more important than ever. And it's because the internet is so overwhelming, teachers can help them make meaning. And they know that. They know that they need a meaning-making support system. That would be their teachers.
I think that they are more important than ever because we have the internet, so we can learn stuff from that, but the teachers are the ones that explain it to us and explain what it means.
Yes.
And so we have the information, but if we don't know what it means and how to use it, then we don't have anything.
We don't have anything. Well said.